Alright, so what we have here is my four most favorite revolvers currently. All of them are Smith & Wesson. And three of them are from an older design, and one is newer and has a lock on it. You've already probably seen it if you've watched any of my other videos. I've only got two aside from this one. It's on the Governor, and it's that black one right there, which 45 long Colt, 45 ACP, and 410. Comes with these nifty little boom clips, which I previously stated you're not going to be able to shoot 45 all day long with this thing because these things are a bear to get out of the ring. Super easy to bend and damage these things, but I just, you can flatten it out. Good hammer, good anvil, or vise or something, and usually you're good. These are Ranger T hollow points from Winchester. Freaking awesome. Really great. Similar, if not exact design as a Black Talon, but has a thicker cone on the end of it, so it actually helps to retain the pedal rotation as it expands and all that fun stuff. And it's bonded lead, really good. It does it's 230 grain, but usually you lose 2% or less upon impact. It's a pretty nice backup little thing. You get two of these and then two partials, two or three partials. I think three, possibly. Maybe no, I think it's just two. Two little 245s. Side by side or whatever, but fun little gun. Got the Smith & Wesson. This is supposed to be a quick draw holster. It's not. I'm a thin frame guy though, so the only way I can carry this is actually my favorite place to carry, which is my 5 o'clock, 430 kind of 5 o'clock range. I love carrying right there. Pretty good concealment. But this actually holds it pretty close to your side right there. It does droop down a little bit longer than I would want it to, but it's a big framed gun, as you can tell. Those are K-frames next to it, and it looks like it's a monster next to a K-frame, which those were for intermediate hand sizes. It wasn't really meant for giant hands or small hands, really. Even though this 66 No Dash that I've got, which is freaking beautiful, is super tight right now. I just tightened up everything. Need to go over with oil, but getting all the fingerprints all over it too. It's fun stuff. Great shape, but it's got these little tiny target grips, which they're great for if you're going to shoot at double action, but when you're going from single back, it doesn't really feel like there's much there in my hand. I've kind of got a little bit large hands, I don't know. I've always figured myself to be a medium frame build kind of guy. So I don't know what to gauge that by. Great gun, 66 No Dash. It's from my research, 1977. The only bad thing that I've noticed is that I've not seen more than one 66 No Dash, but right in here on the No Dash series, I know on the 66, I don't know if it's similar with other variants, but you start to get gas cutting right here because the forcing cones are not close enough to the cylinder. And, if you do shoot a whole bunch, shoot some hot-loaded 357 Magnums, it eventually will cut through that top of that frame. But it is pinned and recessed and a freaking beast. Yeah. All original except for obviously the mirror polish. And that's it. Got a little bitty itty-bitty dings in here, but that was from the previous owners. Probably carrying it. This possibly could have been a police carry. You never know. 66s were commonly carried for a long time in that era. So the era of the 357 Magnum. This is my 66-4. This is my everyday carry. It is loaded and will stay loaded. Great freaking pistol. This, I believe, is fake. It's supposed to be a U.S. Marshal insignia on there. But I traded my Colt 1911. I had a 70 series, satin nickel finish. It was a nail driver. It was awesome. Obviously, I like Smith. So, yeah. But, non-pinned, non-recessed. The cylinder on this thing comes out so fucking smooth. So much better than the 66 does, but I just did tighten that up a little bit. But even when I didn't tighten it up, it was kind of chunky. The single double action on this thing is freaking awesome. This was 1994, I believe. and these grips are the best, especially for my hand. It fits just perfect, just perfect. And to believe it or not, the 4-inch, I cannot shoot that nearly as quick as I can this in double action and stay on my target, even though it's a 4-inch barrel. And I can get some good distance with this 2-inch barrel. I don't know if it's just because it's Smith or if it's just got good rifling in there or what. I don't know. I would assume they'd probably have to make up for the the distance a little bit. Put better rifling in this versus the 4-inch, because people are going to expect some kind of accuracy out of a gun. But really good. I was super surprised. The best thing about it, that's the first revolver I had, and then I ended up getting this one. So all my other, holsters or whatever, that was the first revolver, will fit this gun. Even though it's kind of stupid to use a 3-inch holster or 4-inch holster on a 2-inch gun. But the chest rig from Galco, I think this was like $150, $130. I got some dump pouches because I don't really use speed loaders a whole lot. I got a couple of them, but I don't know. I just figured it's less bulky, more slim than having a cylinder next to your side. My arms will bump into it and rubs my chest and whatnot, so I don't like it. But yeah, I just went ahead and got the horizontal because the 4-inch isn't that long. But I contemplated for a long time getting a vertical, but whatever. And I like chest rigs, but they're not practical for carry. Like I will though, for the snub nose only. I won't carry that 4-inch, let alone it's probably the rarest out of. Well, it eventually will. In probably about 10 years, it'll be the rarest out of all the Smiths that I have. But because of that gas cutting block system thing going on issue. But anything after a -2, from what I understand on the 66s, that took care of those issues. It was the -1 was too close, so it ruins the cylinder, and then -3s and 4s are like just perfect, so they'll never wear out, never break down, as long as you're not retarded with your gun. Got a holster for it, Bianchi, something like that. Yeah, so I like this one. It's not bad. It's a good little hip holster, whatever. It's great with that, snap with the hammer and everything. This was given to me. I don't even know what this is. It's made in USA, but I don't like it. Yeah, so I don't use it. I haven't used it in a long time since I've had the leathers. Yeah, these two are 357 Magnum, and this is my Model 629. 44 mag, 6-inch stainless steel, freaking beast. Love this gun. This is a 1988 Packmeyer. We'll soon change that. I'm gonna get some Coke bottle grips for it, and spend like $200, and then I need to get another one. This is, obviously it's original rear sight, but somebody freaking curved off the corners because they're dumb. I did go ahead and remove the black off the front of the sight here, but you can still see the black in the ridges of the windage, but it's more pronounced. You can actually see the silver lines onto it, so it's a lot easier to see because you get the contrast of the stainless steel and the black in the grooves. So it helps out to actually have a better sight picture, for me at least. Which, I mean, this thing, 44 specials, 44 mags, whatever you're shooting out of it, it is just awesome. And it's got like the lightest single action trigger pull. Double's a little stiffer, but nothing, not nearly as stiff as the 66s. This one's a little bit better than that one, because that one just got cleaned up and redone and tightened up and everything, so I need to go back through it and oil it down and tune it out and the mainspring and all that fun stuff. So, but I've got an awesome chest rig for this thing. Just freaking awesome. I love it. And I love carrying that gun. It's a K? Whatever. But yeah, this was like $120. Not bad. I like it. The older styles had the cylinder cut out. I don't know why they just didn't do that anymore, but it's a satin on the inside, and really is good for your gun because it's not going to rub off the finish like how a normal leather one will. You can, if you got a blue gun and you put it into a rough leather holster, you eventually get some actual scarring or marring or whatever. And you get there's some black in here from the anodizing process or whatever rubbing off of it when I draw it. All that fun stuff. It's starting to, I can't really tell too easily, but it's starting to rub off a little bit. It's nothing noticeable, but eventually if I keep drawing it and holstering or whatever, it'll definitely, this one's going to stay loaded too. So take that. But yeah, see, these are my 4 Smith & Wesson revolvers, and I love every single one of them. I don't carry all of them. I just carry these 2 back ones right here, the 66-4 and 357 Magnum, and the Governor. And I'll usually carry it with, as you just saw, I've got 2 Winchesters, PDX ones. These are pretty cool. I've shot a lot of them, and I've shot a lot of different defensive rounds, but I think I've just settled on that one because it just seems to be the most possibly effective. Like, you have too much adrenaline just popping rounds off, you're gonna probably nick something. And then I've got that followed up with some 200 grain cowboy load 45 long Colts for accuracy and follow-up shot. Super low recoil and 45 long Colt in this gun. Even though it's a scandium frame, the 45 cowboy loads are so light and they're really accurate out of this gun especially. Really surprised about that. I was figuring that they'd be just kind of tumble, whatever, because, you know, too light, too low powder, whatever. But it actually is pretty good. And yeah, really good for follow-up shots in this gun is the 45 long Colt cowboy loads. And then I got the moon clip. I always keep that back up. And I always carry, like, even with the, you know, I got the, I'll usually what I'll do is I'll either throw that in my pocket or I'll put that on the chest rig, and I got the 2 12 round or the 2 6 round pouches on their side, on that side, and it's loaded obviously when I carry it. And then I'll usually have a speed loader. I got 2 of these 10s from HKS. They're decent. There's better out there. These are like $8, $8 or $9, I think. So I said, why not? But yeah, I usually carry those 2, and then like a cold steel push dagger. But yeah, these are my 4 Smiths. I love them all, and I'll never part with them. Hopefully. Have a nice day.